not as cold as like last week or the week before, but still pretty cold. Just got here, looking at the charts and shit. What's that? That's the thumbnail. Looking at NASDAQ, we're looking at US 30, and we're gonna see what we can get. Today was not a good day. Today was not a good day at all. Let's talk about it. So, today we took a trade on NASDAQ, right? No, it ain't even about the trade, all right? We lost the trade, but we're gonna get to that. That's not where the fuck up really happened, right? Which is annoying. It was mistakes upon mistakes upon mistakes. So, as I was looking at the trade, I'm on TradingView, and I'm setting up my my limit order, right? Or I should say, I'm using the create limit order feature to set up my entry stop loss TP. It just comes down to not being focused. Like when you click to create a limit order, that function that brings up entry, TP, stop loss, it comes up automatically as a limit order. Usually I just switch to stop. I don't know what it was, but like in the moment, I guess I was moving a bit faster than I was thinking. And then I accidentally, it was an accident. I don't know why I just did air quotes. I accidentally entered the limit order, and because it didn't immediately go up, which would have been bad, because if it had immediately gone up and then not come back down and then not hit my order, I'd have been tight, but I wouldn't be down. So basically, I was triggered in the trade because I set the limit order and immediately the candle spiked down a little bit. So it triggered me in, hit stop loss. So now I'm in a situation where, bro, you just made a stupid ass mistake, right? You taking full losses on a trade because you accidentally entered. Like that kind of made me tight, because I'm like, yo, this is not even nothing to do with like just losing a trade. Like I can handle losing a trade, but it's the fact that I took a full hit because of a mistake. You know what I'm saying? It's like a clerical error. Like we're not supposed to be taking losses because of like mistakes like that. So that kind of pissed me off, especially because like while I was in the trade, or at least while it triggered me in, I had a moment where I could close it, but I was thinking, like, I was hoping that it would do what it was supposed to do in the first place, which is give me the breaker candle entry. But it just hit stop loss, and I ended up taking the full hit. So it's that's kind of on me again, but that's not me taking a trade and then like that's just some bullshit. What should have happened next is I should have walked away. I should have left it and said, hey NASDAQ, you won today. Or hey market, you won today. I should say I beat myself today, because I don't know what that was, and I should have just walked away. But because I knew that, yo, look, I didn't even give myself a fair shot, I still wanted to take a trade. So the demand, it held. So when it eventually gave the breaker candle, I took it. Now I'm down 2 trades. But hear me out, it gets worse. Not that worse, but it gets worse. It doesn't stop there. So I'm in the trade, and already my psyche is a bit out of whack, right? So as I'm nearing stop loss, I'm already kind of like trimming off contracts. I'm trimming off contracts and kind of like, you know, taking it out so I don't take a full hit on the second one. But what happened is, by the time I was near to stop loss, like basically there, I don't know why. Maybe it's because my hand was just like hovering over the button, but I closed manually. Listen, I closed manually. What happens when you close manually after you used a stop or limit order or a market order is that it closes the position, but it doesn't close the stop loss or the take profit. So when I closed it manually, it hit my stop loss, and the stop loss is actually just a sell stop. So it entered me again, and then I took a small loss right there because I was like, oh shit, you know, trying to figure out should I wait for it to come up a little bit more? Should I just close it right here? Eventually I closed it, so I took a small hit right there, and that was basically my day. I'm gonna keep it a buck. It was hard to walk away after I took that loss, that second loss. I'm telling you, it was hard, right? It was hard to walk away after the first one that was from an accident, and I didn't walk away, and I took 2 losses, and it was hard to like walk away. I'm telling you, I was really like, you know, I had flashbacks of times where like I took that shit so serious. I was like, yo, I ain't gonna stop till you give me my money, nigga. Like I'm gonna get my money back today for real. Like I'm not gonna stop. You gonna come back. You know what I'm saying? I'm not leaving till I get something. You know what that means? I'm leaving here with something. For real. That was my mentality a lot of times before. And I'm telling you, I done seen some serious drawdown doing that bullshit. And I was not finna do it, right? Ironically, I made a decision today to be a profitable trader, right? It's not the days like today or your typical losing days that's gonna, like, I keep saying it, that's gonna knock you back. It's gonna be the days that you end up doing stuff that you know you're gonna regret. Like if I had ended up continuing to trade after the 2 trades, like I knew I wanted to, like I really wanted to, that probably would have been really bad for me. Really bad. I don't even want to tell y'all how much money I spent on contracts and fees alone. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking, I don't even want to say. Let's just know that I spent an ungodly amount of money on fees for what I'm risking. Like I should not be paying that much on fees. But the thing is, with futures, you're gonna pay fees. But also, because my stop loss was so small for both, I had to use more contracts, way more. I'm talking like 20-some, 30-some contracts just to get the same risk of what I usually do. So when you look at that and then you do the numbers on like what's a per trade what's a per trade value for the contracts, and you'll see that it adds up. I'm probably gonna have to move up to the micros, speaking about that, because the minis, I might have to move to the minis. I'm using the micros because, you know, for that exact reason. With the minis, I might end up using maybe 2-3 contracts. So it's gonna be a little bit more tricky as far as keep maintaining a proper risk, accurate risk, and like leaving runners, but ultimately it might just be cheaper. So that was my day. I mean, it should have just been like a regular loss and we keep pushing, but there was so many mistakes along the way. Like it was crazy. But you know, I made the mistakes that led up to me ultimately losing what I lost today, I still think I did good by like walking away after placing the one trade. Cause that's the thing, I only took one trade, right? I got triggered in on the demand. It lost. The demand held. The breaker candle came. I took the trade. We lost. I walked away. It was hard. Trust me. I'm telling you, all day I had a pit in my stomach. You know what I'm saying? It was hard. But like I was saying earlier, today is a really bad day. But hopefully, in my history, it will go down as one of the best ones. And, you know, that's all I got. There's not much to it. And Monday we're back at it. So, I'm going to catch y'all there. Peace.